All right, recording's live.
All right, thank you. So I'd like to open the Contract Administration Board meeting for August 15th, 2022 at 4:03 p.m. And before I get started with the agenda, I'd like to apologize for everybody for last week. I was taken to the hospital unexpectedly and was not able to participate in the Contract Administration Board meeting, but everything turned out okay, and I am with you today. So with that, I apologize to everybody for creating an extra week for this. At this time,
Hey, Mr. Headley.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, we're just glad that you're doing okay. We can delay a week, but as long as you're good to go, and we're thankful everything to have you present today.
Yeah, it was scary. I thought I had a stroke when I got to the hospital. Everything came back, and they were able to determine that it was not a stroke. They still don't know what it is. I am still going for a lot of treatment and other things that they want me to go through. But other than that, I'm in good shape and glad to be here today. Thank you.
Good.
With that, I need a motion to table the minutes for July 11th, 2022.
Motion.
And I will second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? The Contract Administration Board meeting minutes for July 11, 2022 are tabled. So with that being said, first on the agenda is contract 447-22. The department is Redistricting Commission. The vendor is ARC Bridge. The estimated amount is $15,600. Terms 8/1/22 through 12/31/22. The scope of service, the MMD is requesting a contract amendment to increase the contract with ARC Bridge by an additional $15,600. This amendment is required to cover additional work which was not anticipated or foreseen under the original contract. Specifically, the additional work is related to the compilation and aggregation of election precinct data required in support of the racial voting analysis and functional effectiveness of that analysis. In addition, it is related to the compilation of DOG population data and the development of additional map beyond what had been covered in the original contract. This is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for the department head to answer any or entertain any questions. Anybody on?
So, Mr. Headley, we had someone on last Monday from the redistricting committee. They had accepted this meeting, but I don't see them on right now. Would somebody from the chair's office, since that's created by the legislature, would somebody from the chair's office want to take that and handle it for them?
Yeah, I mean, I could try. This is Pat Collins. The Redistricting Commission and the subcommittee, obviously, certainly just read pretty much what they're trying to do. It's become apparent that they need to do some more analysis and that the expert needs to do more analysis for them. The prior contracts have all gone through CAB and have been adopted unanimously, I believe. This seems to be the status quo. Of course, we're not trying to at all interfere with their process. We're trying to let them carry their own weight. But and if Marie Allen Campbell shows up, she could definitely come back and speak to this. But this is at their request, and we've so far tried not to interfere with them.
Any further comments? Excuse me, I'd like to entertain a motion.
Motion.
And I will second it. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? All abstention? Contract is carried. Again, bear with me. My functionality is not 100% as it was before, and I'm a little bit slower than normal, so please bear with me. Next is contract 438-22. Department is Correctional Facility. The vendor is BI2 Technologies LLC, 488 State Road, Plymouth, Mass. 02360. The estimated amount is $27,122. The estimated terms 8/1/22 through 7/31/25. The scope of service is a purchase security equipment, inmate recognition and identification system, to be used at the Albany County Correctional Facility. The fiscal impact for this is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for anybody from the correctional facility to comment on this.
Hi, Tina Simmons at the Albany County Correctional Facility. This is equipment and software that we purchased and be utilized in our admissions and discharge unit at the correctional facility. It is identification and authentication of an inmate and inmate tracking. It allows inmate historical info and data sharing amongst all users of the system. The cost is $27,122. It is reimbursable by the COVID grant. And each year there is a $4,800 technical and maintenance support to go with this as well.
Okay. Any other comments or questions from the CAB board? Entertain a motion, please.
Motion?
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 454-22, Department of Recreation. The vendor is VWM Docks, 11 Friars Drive, Hudson, New Hampshire, 03051. Estimated amount is $26,335.92. Estimated term is 8/2/22 through 12/31/22. The scope of service is delivery and installation of floating dock at the Lawson's Lake. The fiscal impact is 100% county funded. I now ask anybody from the Recreation Department, please comment.
Good afternoon, all. Commissioner Atlas here. The dock was a purchase or a contract that went out last year that the vendor ended up pulling out of before they signed the final contract after bidding. We went through a process of rebidding, coming up with no contracts originally. And then we were able to find and source another vendor to be able to offer a comparable floating dock system. And we were able to get the quoted price, which was around the same amount that we had encumbered from last fiscal year. So we are looking to move forward with a contract with FMW Docks, or FWM Docks, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Okay. Any other comments from the Contract Administration Board? Like to entertain a motion?
Motion.
And I will second it. All in favor? Aye. Andrew? Andrew, you
I was
okay?
muted, sorry. I vote in the affirmative.
Okay, thank you. The motion's carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract 427-22. The department is the Residential Healthcare Facility. Vendor is Language Fundamentals, Inc., 1032 Main Street, Fishkill, New York, 12524. The estimated amount is $99,500. The estimated term is 8/1/22 to 7/31/23. The scope of service. Language Fundamentals will provide speech pathology services, which will allow us to expand our current services, increase reimbursement through PDPM, Medicare Part B, and CMI. Additional, they will provide mobile fees testing for resident in need of swallowing exams. This will eliminate the need to transfer residents to medical care centers for examination. This is 100% county funded. I now ask the department head in charge to comment on this, please.
Thank you, Mr. Headley. Frank Camiso Jr. presenting on behalf of Mr. Slacky. This contract that we are requesting would, one, provide for fees examinations in the facility. That's an examination specifically of how someone swallows and any health complications that could be caused by the manner in which they swallow. With a growing number of residents, we have an increased cost for transporting residents out currently for this testing, where they would go to a doctor's office, and then we are responsible for that transportation cost. This relationship with Language Fundamentals would allow for that to happen in the facility on a daily basis for our residents. So in addition to that cost avoidance related to the transportation costs, we also will have increased reimbursement through PDPM, which is Medicare's new reimbursement system that's been in place over the past approximately 2 years. We can also bill Medicare Part B more than we currently bill, and our case mix as well would improve here. And we think then we can push our rates even higher that we currently receive.
Any other questions or comments from the CAB board? It sure sounds like a win-win situation to me, Mr. Commisso. It sounds like you've done a great job putting this together. And anytime that we can expand our services at the nursing home, it certainly is a win-win.
Thank you.
So I'd like to entertain a motion,
Motion.
and I'll second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? This contract is carried. Thank you.
Mr. Hidley, if I can jump in really quick.
Sure thing.
I see Marie Campbell is online now from the redistricting commission. You just want to let her know what happened with that item?
Go ahead, Mr. Go ahead.
Okay, so Ms. Campbell, I'm sorry, but we took your item right at the beginning of the meeting. Mr. Collins from the chairman's office kind of ran through the description and everything passed, no worries. So your contract to be good to go.
Thank you very much, and I'm sorry that I was late. Thank you.
Thank you for your service to Albany County. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to move on to contract number 439-22. Department is maintenance of roads and bridges. The vendor is Eagle Associates of Cazenovia LLC, 3592 Cobblestone Drive, Cazenovia, New York 13035. The estimated amount is $96,929.55. The estimated term is 1/8/122 through 8/1/23. The scope of services: furnish and install a salt storage shed at the department's burn division. This is 100% state funded. I now open the floor for comments from the department head, please.
Hi, good afternoon, Bruce. This is Lisa Raimondo, Commissioner of DPW. Last month, I came to the board with the exact same project, but due to a bookkeeping error, I had to resubmit it. Eagle Associates of Cazenovia will be installing the shed, which is being supplied by Brightspan. Eagle Associates is an authorized Brightspan dealer through the Sourcewell contract. The project is 100% state funded, and the delivery and installation of the shed truss work and fabric will cost $96,929.55.
Thank you. Any other comments from the CAB board? Entertain a motion, please.
Motion.
And I will second it. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? This contract is carried. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract 434-22. The department is building services. The vendor is Alpine Environmental Services, Inc., 438 New Corner Road, Albany, New York, 12205. The estimated amount is $25,700. Bear with me. The estimated term is 9/1/22 through 8/31/23. The scope of service is hazardous material abatement, air sampling, and project monitoring services for the demolition of structures at number 875 Albany Shaker Road. This is 100% county funded. I now ask the department head for comments.
This is Commissioner Latina. An RFQ was issued Alpine was the lowest responsive bidder. This project cost is $25,700, but that includes $5,000 of contingency money, just in case. This is for the monitoring and the air sampling of the project once we get it going.
Any other questions from the Contract Administration Board? Hearing none, I'd like to entertain a motion,
Motion.
and I will second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? It's carried. Thank you. Next on the agenda is contract number 448-22. Department is Building Services. The vendor is CPS of Albany, Inc., 77 Central Avenue, Albany, New York, 12206. The estimated amount is $99,000. The estimated term is 9/1/22 through 8/31 of 25. The scope of service is snow removal services for the Health Department and the Board of Elections Complex. It is 100% county funded. I now ask the department head for any comments.
Again, this is Commissioner Latina. Yes, we issued an RFP for snow removal for the health complex and BOE complex. We decided to go with a 3-year contract because we have a hard time every year trying to get bidders for this service down there. CPS did it last year for us. They did a good job. And they were the lowest responsive bidder for this service.
Is there any other comments or questions from the Contract Administration Board? Hearing none, I'd like to entertain a motion,
Motion.
and I will second it. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your contract is carried. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you very much.
Next on the agenda is contract number 466-22. The department is the Sheriff's Department. The vendor is Denoyer Chevrolet, 127 Wolf Road, Albany, New York, 12205. The estimated amount is $45,378. The estimated term is 8/1/22 to 12/31/22. The scope of service is the Sheriff's Department is seeking to purchase a 2022 Chevy Tahoe from Denoyer Chevrolet in the amount of $45,378. The fiscal impact is 100% to the county. I now ask the department head for any comments.
Good afternoon. This is John Cox, representing the Sheriff's Department. As Mr. Hidley said, Sheriff is looking to purchase a Tahoe from Denoyer Chevrolet. We were able to procure it through a New York State bid assist that was put out last January. And quite frankly, we think it's a steal at this price, given what's going on in the automobile industry. And we have a short window to make this purchase. That's all. Thank you.
Any other comments from the Contract Administration Board? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion,
Motion.
and I will second it. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your contract is carried. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Next on the agenda is contract number 464-22. Department is the Emergency 911. The vendor is Intrado Life and Safety Solutions Corporation, 1601 Dry Creek Drive, number 250, Longmont, Colorado, 80503. The estimated amount is $25,175. The estimated term is 8/11/22 to 8/19/23. The scope of service Intrado is providing a text to 911 setup and services for the Albany County 911 Center. This contract includes initial PSAP setup and the annual recurring fee. The fiscal impact is 100% to the county. I now ask the department head to please comment on this. Anybody here from the E911?
Guys, this is John Cox again. I could probably handle this. I thought somebody else was going to be on today, but I could probably handle this. This is relatively new technology where you will now be allowed to text 911 as opposed to calling. The first year cost is $25,000. That's for the hardware and the setup, and then there's an annual recurring fee of about $12,500 each year. And that's about all I can tell you.
So this 25,175, that includes the setup fee that we talked about?
Yes.
And then, and then after that, each year after that, it's that extra fee.
That's correct.
Any other comments or questions from the Contract Administration Board? I'd like to entertain a motion.
Motion?
Seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Your contract is carried. And thank you, John, for carrying out that for us.
No problem. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Next on the agenda is contract number 465-22. Apartment is a residential health care facility. Vendor is Ecoglow Workforce Solutions, People 2.0 North America LLC, 110 Marina Drive, Rochester, New York, 14626. The estimated amount is $99,500. Estimated term is 8/1/22 to 7/31 of 23. The scope of service, Ecoglow Workforce Solutions, and affiliated with People 2.0 North America LLC, will provide temporary registered nurses, licensed practical nurses, and certified nursing assistant as requested by Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing Center to fill vacant budgeted positions within the nursing department. This is 100% county funded. I now ask the department head for any comments or questions you might have.
Thank you again, Mr. Headley. Frank Camiso Jr. presenting on behalf of Mr. Slacky. We currently have a relationship with Eclego Workforce Solutions. They are helping us to fill our vacant positions, but we still do have vacant positions at this time. And in light of the state's new mandate that we have 3.5 hours of nursing care per resident day, and because of our continued emphasis and attention to our star rating, which includes a component that measures our staffing, we seek this relationship with People 2.0, which is an affiliated company of Eclego, to provide us hourly nursing staff that we can schedule every week, and they would then come in. Again, our primary focus, to be clear, continues to be to fill our vacant positions with Albany County employees. However, this relationship, which would last through July 31 of 2023, allows us to fill that nursing gap in the interim.
Any other comments from the Contract Administration Board? Hearing none, I just think that this is something that is absolutely necessary to keep your workforce up to the required amount of nurses and practical nurses and the certified nursing assistants that you need. And I think it's a great idea, even though you have to go outside to a workforce solution company, but it is what it is, and that's today's times. I'm dealing with the same problems in my own office, so I know what how difficult it is to find people in today's society. So any other comments? I entertain a motion.
Motion.
And I will second that motion. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion is carried. Thank you, Mr. Camiso.
Thank you.
I'd now like to entertain a motion that we break into executive session, and anybody that we respectfully request that anybody not a part of this executive session to please leave the meeting.
I'm going to also stop recording, Bruce, right now,
Thank you, Amanda.
and I'll let you know.
Amanda, is transcribing and